What's up, peoples? It's a Terraformer, and let's play some more Luigi's Mario Overseas. Neither of those things. Mario X World Deluxe Edition going on. So we ventured forth past the skyward lands of Scary Town. We move on to Swamp Wilderness of Yoshi's Island, and backgrounds also including and maybe from a game like All-Stars. That guy, he is kind of a little translucent there, and by translucent I mean like his hitbox is kind of awkward. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but yes, maybe in somewhat familiar territorial zonage. Basil Sewers looked a bit like this in designage-wise, so good to note if you really mind so much, as do myself. I particularly found that quite interesting. Actually, it's not really. It's actually quite common in an Anna Kitty hack. I think I believe I have seen such developments of level design kind around. So you guys, you are the nipper plants. You nip my butt if I do not have capes, but I can just kind of do that. And you may notice I'm doing something, and that is something I acquired a power-up to get more lives, and I'm actually, like, keeping said power-up, in my disposal, so I'm just going to acknowledge that fact, get rid of a, possibly less, fortunate power-up, and got these guys, I saw these guys used very cleverly in a Kaizo hack by the final boss, by the name of Save and State, or Save State, or whatever it was called, but I do not have, my acquired, goods. So now I have to, like, time my progress with, dumbfoundedness and dumb luck, and I don't know if and possibly Daimaku, but that just goes without saying. But I don't know if I could spin jump on these guys. I don't know why I interrupted myself with utter nonsense to oh dear myself. Yes, I can, you know, befuddle the world and go up here. Okay, so we got this guy. I don't know what your hitbox is belonging to you. I am running out of time, though. I need to act fast in my, conquest of conquistadors. I made a midpoint! I can lose that. Wow, your hitboxes are utterly bonkers. I have a feeling I'm getting timeout. Oh noes. Because it's like in Scary Townville, I have to take my time zone, but I have to be also careful, in slightly, piranha-infested waters. I need to hurry up, because I might actually be, like, successful in a way. Hitbox, you destroyed me. But at least I might not have to, like, stop talking just yet. I might be able to continue onward in my speaking skizzles, and I have to time my jumps with guys that do not want me to time my jumps. I mean, I was alright with everything, but that nipper guy, yes, you remind me of a hack of much difficulties that, possibly harder than this one, I'm not sure, if you're, judging, if you're into, like, the judging contest of hacks. Hyper 6, that was the last, game that I saw an appearance of humans that are plants and do not have gender or genre filled spectacles. So they like pollinate and stuff. So I mean, sometimes you can consider it like a this is a timing puzzle, so you might notice that I'm not, like, moving an inch, and then I did. That's because I was timing the world with each other, and I was utterly worried for no reason there. Yep, so we're back in this department store complex thingamabobber, which also includes timing of some sorts, but we don't have to worry on top here. I am safe up there, so I have to, like, time myself again with the guys, which was like so. I performed my actions spectacularly, and I don't think I would have had time to banana-filled victory pudding. I have a chuckles that I can just utterly muster myself to defeat. Which pathway would be best to the other pathway? Oh no! Oh. That wasn't death, but I thought it was. Let's just, since we're here, let's just, because I'm gonna have trouble getting up there. You come over here, Sir Slowdown, Sir Slowdown Meister DX, a phone. I would have been stuck up there anyway, and baseball, you are so randomly out of place here. I got a nipper here, I got a nipper here. Oh god, wow. That is wilderness bewildered me. I must stop talking, sad face. But you, you are a butt chew. Speaking here because I got a muncher in the butt and I need to already, like, fantastically xylophone my way out of here to grind. I need to go to this stage because I cannot like save or anything involving saves. So So I may want to think about like actually going up here and, you know, taking the correct path in which leads me to power-up huts. They are very useful in hoping that you are actually a power-up hut, because if you're not a power-up hut. Like, what is... Really, dude? Like, why would you do that, though? I do not understand, or, like, I cannot fathom that that is not a power-up hut. Oh, dear me. Oh, my. Oh, God. Get out of my path of vision. I'm just going to, you know, deal with you again for whatever reason. I don't know. Get over here. Get over here, get over here, and goodbye, my friend. You are not my friend, you are my utter adversary. Those nippers are not going to go away if I'm present. There's no way of that being happening. This is like, I have no idea. I have no idea completely, and I wish that power-up hut had a power-up, but at least there's not a piranha up there. I mean, it would make it a little bit harder if there was and I wasn't running into nippers right there. The power up here, no, utter ridiculousness that you would not provide. And I mean, I've been taking power-ups in, like, you know, I take a mushroom into this vicinity and then I like lose it 5 seconds later, because it's not like I can do this without getting hit or anything, but which, by the way, that's an infactual statement, I can, but I guess I choose not to when it's utter importantness, cause here is like a place called Bananas that I need to not do that. Wow, those are insta-kill. Oh. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I'm somewhere. I'm somewhere, which is the exit. Hello there, exit. I am glad to see you. 20 minutes in already. Oh boy. Enjoying these videos, because that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to have a good old time and trying to, you know, not completely befuzzle myself in the castle of sorts that you may have seen on that fast forward track that I have used. It was the first and only time that I went ahead and got myself a Capazoid, in order to maybe, like, progress a little faster. It didn't help, but it did winning me run. I don't know if it had anything to do with, but it kinda did, because I did have 2 hits, but it didn't, like, help me in the sense of, you know, I had the cape, so I wasn't, like, abusing capes, and I wasn't, like, you know, just, I was doing stuff. I victored it up, you know, so that's really all that matters. Are you gonna go sideways? I thought so. I had a feeling you were gonna do something like, you're just gonna stay going sideways. Okay. Okay, so I just have to insert myself into here. Oh, whoa, that's, like, unhealthy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, howdy, this is going spectacularly, and I'm just going to run into a skeleton guy. To reduce the amount of grinding that I do, I've been grinding at like 3 and just getting 2, so that's what's been going on, if you haven't noticed. So yeah, this is a castle. I am really hoping that I'm closing in on my chance to win $1 million. No, my chance to actually have a better, like, life farming spectacular that is easier to you know, do and is less, like, time consuming, because lives they drain quite frequently in this hack, I have to say, and we are only very shortly vicinitied. We are not very far into the hack. We are getting rid of skellies like it was no thing with the scrolling, but unintentionally, unconsciously. And what am I going to do here? I'm just gonna do something like that and just have it utterly not work. I'm gonna be scared a whole lot. There is really not a whole lot of safe places around. I hope you don't mind there. There is, what is safe? Is beside that pole safe? I think I'm safe beside that pole. I'm not sure if if I can time myself completely and perfectly with a Podobo, but I could do that. Jeez. Are you alive, sir? Are you existing in your time portal that is now? Okay, so you are still there. There has been no changes in your cardinal directions of movement, so I can just stand in a hole here. That is a hole. That is not a hole, but I can go down this hole. And then I can go in this hole, and are you asking me to Podobo jump, sir? I do not feel confident in my abilities to Podobo jump, but if that's what you're asking, no, it's not what you're asking. I just need to get over to the side as much as possible, do that, run and be scared, and have a guy chasing after me. Oh my goodness. You like those sideways thumps, don't you, Anna Kitty? I should have known you might just have a level, like, devoted to them in one of your hacks. You, guy, have got to be the most, transcendiest, of guys that does not like to leave mushrooms strewn about. So I have to, like, side-thwomp a dude just to get through here without taking hits. That is just sheer utter madness, that is, slightly Kaizo. I might call it a little Kaizo-esque. Like, if you got a side-thwomp, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call you out on your banana-ness and call it what it is, and be a straight shooter. And this, you know how there was that thing, like, with the with the guy, that redneck guy. He's like, you might be a redneck if you fall into lava. I'll continue that story the next time I get there. Burn, you skeleton dude, because that's your weakness in RPGs, right? Aha! Eureka! We've solved the mystery of this Sphinx. I tell you, boy, that there it is. There it is. There's another grind spot, but it's, you know, it's not really fair of a grind spot because, you know, you have to, like, actually hit a save point to do such maneuvers. There's not a lot in this. You may notice I have something. Oh no. I have a little ticket to my victory. Can I get you still? No, I cannot. Yeah, this is not a Side-Thwomp. I thought it was. It's very close to being a Side-Thwomp, but it's not a Side-Thwomp. I had just utterly screwed myself there, but I can do that and recover all my victory and glory, so that worked out magnificently. And here we got a jump, so I'm gonna get out of the way of you, and I'll probably just do this with the cape. Okay, that was a lot more simpler, and with the cape I can also do that. Yeah, these levels, they're more in tune, more aligned, more in vibraphone with, the cape. I know Mr. Anakitty, he enjoys playing with the cape. I watched him use it on one of his Luigi's Adventure levels that I struggled on for many years. It sure did seem like it. It was not years, but it was damn well close, but it wasn't even the harder one. Like, the harder one, that came right after, so, you know, it was just, see, I got the little cubby holes. I made it to a point midway through the level. I'm not gonna go in that door, even though it was very tempting. I thought the midway point was inside that door, but I'm glad I didn't, because that would have caused me utter failure and non-happiness that would come with not having a midpoint in a stage that may want you to include your midpoint in your daily diet. Yeah, so that means I progressed a little bit. I progressed a little further, deeper into this, hole that is Anakitty Hut. I didn't know how I was supposed to think that was gonna work out, but I wasn't really thinking of good ways to actually get through it. So, okay, good. The potobos aren't timed, like, hilariously. I can Side-Thwomp a dude. I can, continue on to Batman's land of the skeletons of bats that don't look anything like bats. I don't know why I am Batman. No, I'm not Batman. I shouldn't even, like, make fun of that anymore because of the terrible shit that went down, which I'm not even gonna, you know, let's not be depressive former. Let's be a happy former and a happy day and create a happy, better future of just ignoring things that scare me. Like, yeah, you might be wondering why there's, like, thwomps everywhere in this vicinity. It is because Anakitty does not want you to make it out alive. He does not want you to make it out without the tools of Zor and Igor, and they invented a ROM hacking mechanism that was called save states, and it may have been the Trigger Happy Fun Time news that was involved in the making of this game, possibly. I don't know for sure. I know he I don't know. I keep saying he like I know for a fact that it's a he, which I don't. There is, oh god, this looks like that one stage in The Adventures of Link. It was a stage where it was very maze-like. No, I'm lying. It was the Bros 3. The Bros, there was 3 Bros, the 3 Amigos, the 3 compadres. They played along and they made a ROM hack, and it was called Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Super super dustbuster console that nobody really owned because it was fantastically obscure, and you needed like a computer that ran MS-DOS 4.0, which at the time it was like 87, so like, you know, they were only running like MS-DOS. I don't work very well, so that MS-DOS you may have heard of is a time up. I should have like gone ahead and saw that that was going to be a possibility. Them in this vicinity here, I should probably time these up a little better that they aren't like in the way when I need to do stuff, which is now, which is, by the way, it's now. It is. Oh, okay. There's a little cubby hole where I can kind of stick my head through. Oh boy. That helped my timing out fanatically. I don't know what I did though. The Podobo is in the way. No, it's not, but they are weirdly timed in that vicinity, so oh no. I was gonna not say that. First door does not lead to score. Yeah, second door, I'm not even gonna trust. Third door is you. Fourth door, I'm just guessing I just have to go through this room and hope for the best. Is this a door I want to go in? This was not a door I wanted to go in. So the next one is a power-up in it, of sorts. Could it be an elusive balloon or something of that nature that would... Okay, so it was the one before whatever door I went in. So I think it was the one that was in close proximity to, like, a hole. It was inside a hole with a skeleton bony guy. Like, I can go in here, and then I can go back inside. Okay, we're making some headway here. This power-up might be lost in about 5 seconds, though. I cannot go back in this door, because our time is running out, because our time is running out, in other words that I don't know, I just want to be the world, when it comes to this, ow. Well, I think I'm gonna go with my instinct, where I was like, I think it was this one, but I am just gonna talk about it and not actually go into it. Most dangerous one in the world. Let's see, are you are progression, and I might just have time to not kill a boss. Oh no. See, if I cheese it, I might have enough time. No, 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 no! Oh no! Hurry up there, buddy. No, I just fudged myself so bad in the world. I could have done it. I did it, but I didn't do it. Oh well. I know where it is. It's not a big deal. There wasn't power up there. Surprise! There wasn't one here at all, either? Huh. Why did I think there was? I was thinking about getting a... Wait, that wasn't where I had to go? What the hell am I doing? I don't know. I was thinking about going to get a life, or no, not life, but more successful in my life, but I did not. I did not do that. I did not go ahead and grab the power-up, and thus I made the wrong choice of desired moves, and it's here that I want to go. It's not far, it's not deep in, it's just here. Here is where I would like to vicinate myself, and just forget about the world underneath me, and maybe, you know, figure this, whole, cheese in this battle out, which isn't that hard at all. It's just, you do that, and then you worry some a lot, and then, does this wall close? Does this wall close? I guess I can't never find out, because I killed a dude, and he faded away. Like, you know, that ASM hack that allows you to die and poof into air. And by ASM, I meant ASMT. but both could actually be viable vicinates that you know, they could have both worked out. Whoa, we have music. Thank you for beating my maze-like temple. I do not like giving out power-ups, but I do make pretty solid design that, like, is sometimes unforgiving. But that's okay. It's like, safe spots are very, very limited in this hack. You know what? I don't like mystery tubes. Let's check out what's going on over here. Okay, so next time, so we're gonna be doing this a little differently here. So next time, we're gonna go on to Bushido Bridge 2, or also Insano Bridge, or Insano Core, whatever I called it last time. So, gonna be a little more conscious on time, make more bite-sized pieces of videos. Because, you know, I'm already at 50 minutes, so, you know, I know that's short on my end for the usualness to comes, but maybe you guys will enjoy it more easily or something, and maybe I'll be more ready and willing to do a video tomorrow, who knows, but that will be most likely Luigi's Adventure, unless anyone wants to see this some more, but, you know, I want to switch back and forth for whatever reason, but not that I'm looking forward to that castle, but this was a terraformer. See you guys.